New at 6, Tennessee lawmakers are marking day 2 of the session, laying out their priorities and understanding again this year Republicans control that agenda in both the House as well as the Senate. Now, expanding the school voucher program and spending more public money on private school scholarships is a top priority.
The Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton, a Republican from Crossville, is pushing to double the number from 20,000 vouchers to 40,000. 10 News reporter Olivia Day joining us live from Nashville. Olivia, we know Democrats, though, are opposed to spending tax dollars on private school. What are the Republicans saying?
Robin, John, what it's going to come down to is which Republicans flip and vote against this expanded school voucher program. And many of them say it comes down to the budget. Today and yesterday, I spoke with members of the GOP who have different opinions on the issue.
Lawmakers in the same party are divided over the idea to expand the state's universal school voucher plan, doubling the recipients and the cost. Leaders like Speaker Cameron Sexton say it's a priority. His fellow Speaker in the Senate, Randy McNally, however, questions the cost.
I'm for increasing it, but only within the constraints of the budget.
Lawmakers say that budget is tight.
I don't know that from what I've been told that there is enough money to expand it.
Senator Becky Massey voted for the universal plan last year. She says she has some concerns this session.
I know the comptroller came back with a report and there was some issues there. I think the Department of Education has got to fix those whether we expand or not.
Senator Richard Briggs opposed the plan last year. He also found issues in that report.
The children that took the vouchers to go from a public school to a private school, the results were terrible.
Briggs also shared concerns about accountability.
We put no restrictions, no mandates on the schools that take the vouchers. They don't have to teach American history.
Senator Ken Yeager, who voted for vouchers last year, says the money, not the principle of school choice, is the issue.
Freedom scholarships, give them an option there. And that said, I think that we ought to step back and look at the cost.
If the state were to double the program, the cost for the scholarships alone jumps from $146 million to $292 million.
Lawmakers say they're going to have to make tough decisions this legislative session when it comes to that tight budget. And later on this session, we're going to learn more about that $1 billion spending bill, maybe in late March or April. But we do know that those discussions about spending and whether this budget will include this expanded plan will come later. And we know those discussions are already happening right now. I'll send things back to you from Nashville. John, Robin.
Olivia, thank you.